So we're going to start by making a magic circle and chaining one. Into the magic circle, place 6 single crochets. You can also go ahead and mark that first stitch and keep going until you have the 6 single crochets. Close the magic circle once you're done with making the 6 single crochets. You can also mark that last stitch. Moving on to round 2, we're going to be making an increase in each stitch. So into each single crochet, we're going to be placing 2 single crochets. And at the end of this round, you should have a total of 12 stitches. At the end of this round, we're also going to be color switching. So if you'd like to work with a different color, you can follow along with that as well. So for the last single crochet, do not complete it. So make an incomplete single crochet and then attach your new yarn color. You can also go ahead and cut the yarn for the first color that you were working with. Mark that last single crochet, and then into the next stitch, we're going to be making a slip stitch. After you've completed making the slip stitch, go ahead and chain 5. And then skip the first chain, and into the next 4 chains, just pull up a loop. And then into the stitch that we worked the slip stitch in, go ahead and pull up a loop from there as well. You should have a total of 6 loops on your hook. Now go ahead and yarn over and pull through 2 loops and repeat this 4 more times. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. For the last 2 loops, I'm going to be holding on to the yarn so that it's not too tight, as we will be working into the bumps. Into the 4 back bumps, insert your hook and pull up a loop. And you should have a total of 5 loops on your hook. Back into that same stitch that we worked in earlier, insert your hook and pull up a loop for a total of 6 loops on your hook. So now we're going to be yarning over and pulling through 2 for a total of 5 times. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So keep doing so. And once you have those last 2 loops, you can hold on to the yarn so that it's not too tight, as you're going to need to work back into that. Now we're going to be working into those 4 back bumps, so just insert your hook and pull up a loop. And once you've done so, we're gonna go ahead and insert our hook into the next stitch. So that's going to be our second stitch. So insert your hook and pull up a loop. And now you should have 6 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 for a total of 5 times. Now back into those 4 back bumps, we're going to be inserting our hook and pulling up a loop for a total of 5 loops on our hook. And then we're going to be working into that second stitch. Insert your hook and pull up a loop, and you should now have 6 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops for a total of 5 times again. Now we're going to be working slip stitch into each of those back bumps. Into that second stitch, also place a slip stitch. And now your first petal is completed, and we'll be repeating the previous steps. So go ahead and chain 5. Skipping the first chain, into the next 4 chains, we're going to pull up a loop. Working into our next stitch, which is going to be the third stitch, insert your hook and pull up a loop for a total of 6 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2 5 times. Now into those 4 back bumps, insert your hook and pull up a loop. Into that third stitch that we worked in earlier, insert your hook and pull up a loop again. And yarn over and pull through 2 for a total of 5 times. And back into the back bumps, just insert your hook and pull up a loop. Into the next stitch, which is going to be our 4th stitch, insert your hook and pull up a loop for a total of 6 loops on your hook. And then yarn over and pull through 2 loops 5 times. Now for the back bumps, insert your hook into the back bumps and pull up a loop. Working back into that 4th stitch, insert your hook and pull up a loop. And you should have 6 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 for a total of 5 times. And now we're going to be slip stitching into those back bumps. And also make a slip stitch into that 4th stitch. Now your second petal is completed. The petals are worked over 2 stitches. I'm going to show you again how to make the petal. The instructions will just be on the screen. After making those 3 petals, you should have a total of 6 stitches remaining. And then once you've worked into those 6 stitches, you should have a total of 6 petals. Now we're going to be pulling up on the yarn to have a decent yarn tail to cut. And then pull through on that yarn tail. And then weave the yarn tail in. Weave in all the yarn tail at the back, and once that is completed, repeat the steps to make another flower. However, instead of cutting a short tail, cut a long tail to sew the 2 pieces together. Thread your yarn onto a needle. Decide on which part you want to be facing outward, and then put the pieces together in alignment. So for sewing the pieces together, I'm not using any specific strategy. I'm just inputting the needle from one side through to the next, and then inserting it back from that side and bringing it out, So you can sew the sides together however you know best. The direction that I am sewing in is up, across, and then down, and this is the motion that I'll be repeating. Once you have completed sewing the petals down, then you can insert the stuffing. So stuff the petals as you go. For the last petal, once you're halfway through with sewing it together, go ahead and insert the stuffing. Once you have completed sewing both sides together, if you have a long tail, just go ahead and cut it into a shorter piece and then weave in the yarn tail. Make a chain of 61 and tie a knot at the end. And we're going to be sewing this onto the floor. Decide on where you want it to go and then sew the straps on there. This is the final result. Thank you for watching.